Most people walk into a fight thinking it'll be over in a punch or two, but real violence is faster, dirtier, and far more unforgiving. In the chaos of a real street attack, there are no rules, no referees, and no second chances, only milliseconds that decide who walks away and who doesn't. If you freeze, you lose. If you hesitate, you bleed. But if you understand the hidden tricks that real fighters use, the ones banned in every sport, you turn fear into control and panic into power. Today, you're about to learn them. The first technique you must understand is the 52 blocks, a survival-based defensive framework born in real street combat, not polished dojo routines. It's not about fancy patterns, it's about keeping your head safe when fists, elbows, and bottles start flying in unpredictable angles. Every movement in 52 blocks funnels incoming strikes into your arms, shoulders, and forearms, allowing you to stay protected while still seeing every threat. Instead of freezing under pressure, your arms become a mobile shield that rolls, absorbs, and redirects force. This system is perfect for multiple attackers because it keeps you covered even when you can't see everything. And once you learn to survive the first hit, you unlock the power to strike back with precision. That brings us to the second technique. The second tactic is the forward pressure crash, the moment where defense turns into domination. Instead of backing away and giving your attacker control, you explode forward like a battering ram, collapsing their stance, stealing their balance, and overwhelming their ability to think. This shock-based entry instantly breaks the rhythm of aggressive opponents who expect you to retreat. By crashing in with your shoulder, forearm, or elbow, you smother their arms and force their brain into reset mode, giving you a perfect opportunity to counter. Against a bigger or stronger enemy, this tactic removes their advantage by denying them wind-up power. And when combined with the 52 block shield, it becomes nearly unstoppable. Now you're ready for the third technique, your finishing tool. The third method is the directional breakout escape, the skill that separates survivors from victims. When you're grabbed, pressed, or surrounded, the worst thing you can do is pull backward. This only tightens your opponent's control. Instead, you rotate sharply at a diagonal angle, breaking their grip through biomechanics, not strength. This move uses the attacker's own tension against them, allowing you to slip out even if they're stronger or holding with both hands. Once the escape happens, you immediately pivot into open space, creating distance and preventing the fight from turning into a dogpile. It's the final piece of the puzzle. Defend, break their momentum, then escape safely. And all three techniques flow together seamlessly. The fourth technique is the shoulder jam neutralizer, the move that stops punches before they even start. After you break free using the directional escape, most attackers will try to swing wildly to regain control. This is where you shut them down instantly. By stepping slightly offline and driving your shoulder into their chest or bicep, you jam the arm mechanics that generate power. A punch can't hurt you if it can't extend, rotate, or build momentum. The jam also blinds their vision for a second, giving you the advantage to reposition or counter with precision. This moment of disruption is everything. It turns a dangerous attacker into a confused target. And when they're stunned and off balance, you're ready for the fifth technique. The fifth method is the elbow frame counterattack, the perfect follow-up when your opponent is smothered and off rhythm. By forming a rigid L-shaped frame with your forearm and elbow, you create a weapon that doubles as a barrier. This frame allows you to attack while still protecting your head from close-range hooks or headbutts. When you drive the elbow upward or sideways, it slices through the attacker's space, shocking them with blunt force while keeping you safe inside your structure. The beauty of this technique is its efficiency. No wind-up, no wasted motion, just raw, compact power. And once your elbow makes contact, your attacker's posture collapses, giving you the perfect opening for the sixth technique. The sixth technique is the spine pull-down collapse, a brutally effective way to end an attacker's forward pressure. After stunning them with an elbow, their neck and upper spine become completely vulnerable. You reach behind the head, gripping the base of the skull or the upper traps, and yank downward with sharp force. This doesn't rely on strength. It relies on angles and leverage, forcing their entire frame to buckle. Even larger attackers can't resist because the human spine can't fight downward pressure at a diagonal angle. As they collapse, you gain total control of their posture, forcing them into a weakened, defensive position. With their head down and balance broken, you're ready to flow into the seventh tactic. The seventh technique is the off-balance redirect throw, a move that uses the attacker's collapsing posture against them. With their weight already dropping forward from the spine pull-down, you step to the side and guide their momentum in a circular path. This redirection uses their own force to sling them into the ground or into another obstacle. You're not lifting them, you're simply steering their weight where it wants to go. The result is fast, violent displacement that completely wipes out their ability to continue fighting. And because the movement is based on angle and timing, it works even when you're tired or outnumbered. Once they hit the ground, the eighth technique becomes your final insurance. The eighth technique is the fast exit, sweep, and escape, the final step that ensures the fight ends on your terms. When the attacker hits the ground, you perform a quick sweep to their ankle, knee, or hip, just enough to destabilize them and prevent immediate recovery. You're not fighting them anymore. You're buying the precious seconds needed to escape safely. This sweep disrupts their ability to stand, chase, or counterattack, giving you a clean lane to retreat into open space. Your priority now is survival, not domination. With the attacker temporarily immobilized, you disengage, scan for secondary threats, and move away from the danger zone. And just like that, the full system completes its cycle. Defend, disrupt, dominate, escape. In a real fight, you don't rise to the occasion. You fall to the level of the tactics you've trained. These techniques aren't about looking tough. They're about staying alive when everything goes wrong. Chaos rewards the prepared, not the strongest. So practice the movements, sharpen the instincts, and understand the angles that end violence fast. Because out there are no referees, no rules, and no second chances. Only the survivor and the story they walk away with. Stay sharp, stay aware, stay dangerous.